recent teen takeover at St. Catherine's Fun Fest led to multiple fights and forced organizers to cancel the event. Potts says something has to change.
It really starts at the front door of the house.
Y'all, this King Cliff holding it down for the cool table. We're right back at you, and we're actually talking about this trend and this wave that's going around the country where it's a teen takeover. Shout out to the people, Miss Sweet, before we dive into it.
Hi, everybody.
Miss Sweet, do you want to give a little quick backstory or a quick synopsis of what this is?
I mean, we've all heard of the teen takeovers, and they're everywhere now. Now they're starting to hold some of the parents accountable for their kids' actions, and I think it's about time.
Right.
I mean, I know there's parents that work, because, like, I work 50-hour work weeks, but I still make sure, like, I know I'm responsible for my kid.
And you absolutely are, but you're also blessed to have, and this is not to try to take accountability from those parents, right? But you also still have a community, as far as family, right, that are actively in baby girl's life, where while you're grinding to pay bills, you know, she's blessed to have a grandma, a grandpa, and another grandpa, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him as well. You feel me? Where they still give her structure, give her life, give her, you feel what I'm saying? She's not alone. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. And I love my mama very dear. But she had to work a lot. I was a TV kid. I was a neighborhood.
A latchkey kid.
What is that latchkey kid?
Where your parents worked, so you let yourself in the door with a key that was hidden.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Right. Facts. Under the mat type shit.
Or like under a rock, or...
We had, it was under the mat, or I had the shoestring. You feel what I'm saying? But I didn't want to wear it around my neck, so I had it in my backpack.
We also had in the light, like the one had light.
No. Because love my brothers and sisters, but motherfuckers be jugging. You know what I'm saying? I wish you would put some shit under the mat. You ain't gonna have shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
We also grew up in a time when we really didn't lock our doors, though.
No.
I mean...
see, and this is why I love you, Sweet. And this is also why you're here. You know what I mean? Because you are very professional, you bring a professional thing to it, but you also bring a different perspective. Because that was never an era in my life that we did that. I heard of those eras prior to my generation, right? But unfortunately, in the communities that I lived in, especially when I was young, it wasn't like that.
Well, I can say that was only at my mom's. At my dad's, we locked our doors, our windows, our...
I feel you. Oh, yeah, that one city and shit.
Yeah, like shit.
But I feel you. So, but my point is, yes, we had a little bit more leniency and a little bit more community guidance.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? We had that old lady yelling out the window that would tell your people your kid was out here acting a fucking fool. We had that OG at the barbershop, even if he was a drunk. Get your bad heads out of here, you know what I'm saying? And we might talk shit about him, but he was trying to teach the right way. And we had the OGs that was for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Trying to give you structure. Now, that's a good and bad situation, depending on how they guide you, but they were more focused on business than they were on destruction at times, if that makes sense.
It does.
You follow what I'm saying? Because destruction is bad for business. And what these kids are doing is bad for everybody. Even down to the fundamental core of representation, bro. You are a strong ally for our community and our people and all that shit. Love you for that. But I would imagine it makes it hard when you get around certain people to defend certain behaviors from our community.
I mean, in all honesty, though, it's not just your community that, like, because if you think about, like, my community back home, like, same shit. Just
Did they
different.
do teen takeovers like that, though?
Well, I mean...
I know that
like,
those kids will get together in big bunches, right?
Yeah.
But I think the difference is, and you know what, I'm not even trying to I thank you for the diversity part. I'm not trying to say one is bad, worse than the other, but I think what happens in that takeover is what makes it bad.
Well,
You understand what I'm
also
saying?
say that they also show more of one side
Ooh,
than the other,
ooh,
and
Ooh.
you know, and it doesn't. It depends on what you watch,
Ooh.
on what side you see, and it's intentional. And
ooh. That was a great point. And so I'm gonna applaud you on that point.
thank you.
But I will also say, because I watch Fox and I watch CNN, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one is Republican, one is Democrat.
I only watch
And-
Fox when I'm back home.
I bet you do. Shout out to the Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? But my point is, it would be one thing, because we talked about this in other stories, where it's like the media seems to focus on the negative aspect of the black community, right? And I believe that. But I also would say, if it was a white takeover, right? That's newsworthy. No, for real. Like if something happens in a white community, right, nice neighborhood, somebody gets murdered. One person, no, seriously,
No,
one person
because
gets murdered. They shutting that whole shit down. It's breaking news because
see,
it should not. Go
No,
ahead.
what I want to say is the difference is, yeah, we may not have like the big, but what are most school shooters?
White,
What are most serial killers?
white.
What are?
But see, that's a controversial comment too, because I'm gonna
Because
tell
I
you.
will say there are
Come
serial
on,
killers
though.
on
I'm
that
trying to
side
tell
too.
you. I'm trying to
But what
tell
I'm
you.
talking about is your traditional serial killers, not your
What you're talking about is the ones like the Gracies, the
Bundys,
Tom Bund,
the
yeah,
Ted
Ted
Bundys.
Bundys. These guys that lurked and murked and stalked and did. You shoot. We rap about it. How many hats you got? How
I
many
understand,
bodies
but then
you
we turn
got?
around and make movies and documentaries, and we
Right,
make
because
murder, death,
I like
kill
this
porn.
part right here. I like what we're doing right here. Watch this. I think the difference in the two is one, they trying to identify the intricacy of how this person did what they did. It's not too much intricacy in I had my gun, I got beef with this nigga, I ran around the corner and blam blam blam. This is not like, you know what I mean, how did this guy who looks like a normal guy that nobody suspected for years had a family and he caught 35 bodies? You know what I'm saying? This is a motherfucker who said, I kill niggas, I jump in my car with my niggas, I pull up and blam blam niggas, I go home, rap about killing these niggas. You see what I'm saying? There's not like, oh, we gotta break down his thought process. He told you his thought process. This is not, you feel me? So when he do like the Wayne Gracies and blah blah blahs and the dude that I forget the guy that they even talked about who inspired Norman Bates.
Oh, that was Gacy.
No. Remember it was
Gacy.
no, not Wayne Gacy. It was Gaines. It was somebody
Oh,
else.
Ted Gaines.
Something like that. Yeah, the guy that was in
Ed Gaines.
Ed Gaines. You see what I'm saying? A dude like that who everybody was like, oh, this is a nice guy. He would never. No, they did. They said he was a nice guy. He was helpful. He loved his mom and
He
all.
loved his mom.
He was. but you see what I'm saying? Then that's where psychology comes in, where they're trying to break down the mindset or the mind state of this individual who, to all appearances, to all, to the outside world, seems like a normal functioning individual, right? Not a guy with criminal history, not a guy that's out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nice to the community, helpful. People spoke highly of him. This is why he got away with it so long, right? Versus a kid or a guy that's like, this is what I do. I track the bodies. I keep number. This is my, you know what I'm saying? I'm banging my, you feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say they make those documentaries and shit, because those are intriguing, because this is a guy you don't suspect. You don't expect. Now, with this situation, with the teen takeovers, I'm gonna be real, this is a bad representation for us, bro. It's a bad representation for us. It's like, it makes us look like, first, we don't know how to have home structure anymore. When we are traditionally, as black people, some of the strictest, traditionally, parents. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? We are traditionally fearful of our mom or dad, if dad is in the picture. But definitely, if you don't have mom, have dad, you're like, please, nigga, I telling you, I remember, hey, I'll take the ISS. You know what I mean? Because suspension means you got to call my mom. ISS, that's where I report the next day. I can slide through. Mama never, she just know I go to school. You feel me? And school suspension. You feel me? It sucks, but it's better than goddamn getting that call and having to go out of school for suspended for 3 days or 5 days.
Beat my ass. I'll take solitary confinement
for a week. And it was low key fun sometimes, depending on who you was in the ISS with. You feel me?
I went by myself. It sucked.
Hey, I'd rather that than you call my mama. Because if my mama got to come up here, it's a whole different thing.
Stuck at home.
Yeah. You feel me? So it shows us as everything that the stereotypes try to paint us as. And then with these mass numbers, it's like, what are we doing? It's one thing to get together and hang out, right? And when I was talking to you before, when I was saying like, yeah, you know, those white kids that do the big groups and shit, I've seen it. And even if a fight breaks out, it's not like brawls, shootings. We saw one, I think it was Clearwater, Florida, I believe, where there were shootings even, broad daylight, in traffic. I think I have a clip of it. Check it out.
Calls we heard over police scanner radio giving a look into what Chicago police were up against in the middle of the night near Loomis and Roosevelt.
We've got about 100 teens dispersing south of Roosevelt and Loomis.
Large groups of teenagers in the street, this time on the west side.
This car just ran through a whole crowd of Chicago police officers.
This video posted to social media shows the moments after a driver went through a crowd of people, including police officers.
They getting 3 ambulances over there. Officer was struck.
Police say 5 officers were taken to the hospital, an 18-year-old man arrested after driving a blue sedan in the wrong direction, eventually crashing into a pole and then a fence.
The accountability mechanism.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson reacting to a violent weekend so far.
These unauthorized gatherings, as we have indicated multiple times, that they can be dangerous. And in this case, we saw the manifestation of that danger.
Within the same hour, those officers were injured, gunshots rang out, while other Chicago police officers were near Washtenaw Park. Police say they found 4 gunshot victims there, 3 girls, 1 18-year-old, 2 16-year-olds. The 4th victim, a boy who is just 14 years old. Police say a male suspect ran off on foot before officers arrived. We captured police on scene walking out with 2 people in handcuffs. Mayor Brandon Johnson saying the accountability cannot just lie with the teenagers in this case.
We need our parents to know where their children are.
You heard that, you saw that. Now, correction, that was actually Chicago. And the reason why I know Chicago has a bad connotation. I know, right? And if you know, you know. But it's not just there. It's a lot of places. And there is a story about Clearwater, Florida, where this dude is running in traffic, pulls out, shoots down the street. I mean, in traffic jam, right? This is the behavior that's happening. And I know I sound like an old head that's disconnected, but trust me, we come from the same dirt. The only difference is there were people that was actually cultivating the soil when I believe we were coming up. There were people that were actually trying to guide you. Now, you can't tell a motherfucker shit. I told TK the other day, man, there's some skinny noodle arm motherfuckers that will shoot you in your face for just telling them, dog, this ain't how we supposed to move. Then we have the nerve to say shit like we should hold court in the street. Who's gonna preside over the court? Who's gonna, you understand what I'm saying? The only people that seem to be able to correct these motherfuckers is like-minded. You feel me? So now to stop it, it feels like you're gonna have to bring in killers to stop the killers.
They've done that in my brain's not burning, but back in the 80s and stuff, if you remember.
Oh, when they had like those community,
The
like
riots and stuff, like they ended up using like the gangs to.
they did, but it was also trying to use it in a positive
Yes.
way, right? They was trying to use them like, yo, you have the power to change this shit. But the reason why that backfires because it showed, in my opinion, corruption. Because it's like, we'll let you slide. Like, this is what they're not saying. We'll let you slide over here if you can help stop this over here. You feel me? And it would have worked if it was like, the OGs was like, we collectively see the bullshit and we'll get the young niggas together, dog. You feel me? If y'all stop coming in here talking, policing crazy on us, we'll get this shit together, right? But some people are corrupt. Police and gangsters. Yo, all right, we got them out here, now we can function. You feel me? So then the rules start to turn to no murders because that's bad for business, but we're going to still pump this drug. We're going to still do. But drugs brings crazy. Crazy brings chaos. Chaos brings crime. Crime brings. You see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect, right? The real stop is stop it all together. But how do you really do that? Now, this shit ain't even related to organized crime at all. It's like we just bought 1,500 motherfuckers to mob through here and tear up some shit. It ain't even like meet me at the park and we gonna fight type shit. This is like, nigga, we out here. Oh, that's that. You see what I'm saying? There's no point to it. This is just locust behavior. We spawn in, we destroy everything, and then we leave. You see what I'm saying? Literally locust behavior. It's bad enough when they call us monkeys. It's bad enough when they say, you would look in the comments and be like, usual suspects. It's bad enough when we are gorillas and apes. Now we're bugs doing bug behavior. Literally, no point, not even eating. Because locusts don't just eat, they just destroy, they eat and destroy. That's us. But then we got the nerdy screen, black excellence. Where's the excellence at? So we supposed to focus on the small segment of us that, oh, they graduated from school, oh, they went to college, when there's an overwhelming, and I'm talking overwhelming, if let's say 5 states are having 500 people take over, ain't that 5 to 20, 2,500 youths at minimum that's representing us, that has no problem representing us like this, and then get mad when 12 is on your ass. You want to ride around and talk crazy like that, but you want to pass. When you move like that, it is frustrating. It is frustrating to me. Because there's people out here that's trying to maneuver around for real. And this is what you have to compete against. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a sad situation. And then when they do this separation thing where we talk about white communities and black, you're making it where we can't even have the speculation of what community is better. Seriously. You're making it look like we can't even have that conversation. Because it's one thing to say the media is pushing this, but it's not a fucking media push when it's happening in multiple states, multiple situations, multiple lack of accountability. It's bad when the White House has to come out in DC and say, hey, we need to start holding parents accountable. That's bad. That's bad. It's bad when there's places actively. It's even fucked up, and this is a side thing, but look, it's bad when our community has fucking multiple murders on Juneteenth. The celebration of black slavery being stopped, and motherfuckers get out and murk? How can we say that we love each other and black power when we use our power to destroy our own people? Are we an oxymoron? Is it like calling a big nigga tiny? We're excellent, but we're not? but we're also excellent? Or is it, I guess we're so excellent that we have all these gifts that every other culture wants to take from, but why none of those other cultures really want to be black? For real. They want all the cool shit, but they don't want the problems. But I wonder if maybe we stop doing the things that brought the problems, will we get a better result? Do we no longer want to think about the future? Can we not listen to people? It feels like to me that if we don't get a hold of this shit, it's going to be true anarchy. And we've been talking about anarchy for generations. But at some point, will it become that? And then if it becomes that, and they come in with a real force, can we cry then? And say, I can't believe that they wrote it. Remember when they did that thing with Trump in Washington? And they brought the National Guard in? And for like a week or 2 weeks, crime was at zero. The people were walking around like, man, I could actually walk around. People were like, I could actually take my daughter to the park. But people were in an uproar like, yo, why you did it? Well, nigga, how you mad when your police can't stop the shit, but in one shot, you stop crime? Because everybody know in the hood, if you are on some shit, they might not fear the police, but they fear the feds. So when the feds swoop, it's on. But that's just my opinion, man. Y'all let me know. I'll catch you kids next time at the Cool Table.